Are you ready to land your dream job at a top tech firm? Most Java interviews fail not because candidates don't know how to code, but because they can't explain how Java works under the hood. In this video, we will cover Java interview questions and answers, core Java interview preparation. Master your next technical interview with this comprehensive guide to Java interview questions. In this video, we cover 30 high-frequency Java interview questions spanning core Java, JVM internals, collections, multithreading, and design patterns to ensure you're fully prepared. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe for more career-focused coding content. Which of the following best describes composition in Java? Option A. An is a relationship achieved through inheritance. Option B. A has a relationship where the sub-object cannot exist without the parent object. Option C. The ability of an object to take many forms. Option D. Hiding the internal implementation details of a class. The correct answer is B. Composition is a specialized form of aggregation. It represents a has a relationship. In composition, the lifetime of the contained object is controlled by the container. If the container, parent object, is destroyed, the contained objects, child objects, are also destroyed. This is different from aggregation where the child can exist independently of the parent. For example, a house has a room. If the house is destroyed, the room ceases to exist. In the JVM, where are local variables stored? Option A, heap memory. Option B, method area. Option C, stack memory. Option D, PC register. The correct answer is C. Local variables. Variables declared inside methods are stored in the stack memory. Each thread in Java has its own stack, and every time a method is called, a new block, stack frame, is created to store local variables and partial results. In contrast, the heap is used for dynamic memory allocation of objects and instance variables, which are shared across threads. What is the primary difference between string, string builder, and string buffer? Option A. String is mutable, while string builder is immutable. Option B. String builder is thread safe, while string buffer is not. Option C. String buffer is thread safe, while string builder is not. Option D. There is no difference. They all function the same way. The correct answer is C. String is immutable, meaning its value cannot be changed once created. String builder and string buffer are mutable. The key difference between the two mutable classes is that string buffer is synchronized, thread safe, making it slower but safe for use by multiple threads. String builder is not synchronized, making it faster and preferred for single-threaded environments. Which of these is a checked exception in Java? Option A. Null pointer exception. Option B. Arithmetic exception. Option C. IO exception. Option D. Array index out of bounds exception. The correct answer is C. Checked exceptions are exceptions that are checked at compile time. The compiler requires you to either handle them using a try-catch block or declare them using the throws keyword. IO exception is a classic example of a checked exception. Null pointer exception, arithmetic exception, and array index out of bounds exception are subclasses of runtime exception and are considered unchecked exceptions, which are checked at runtime. What is the default load factor of a hashmap in Java? Option A, 0.5. Option B, 0.75. Option C, 0.85. Option D, 1.0. The correct answer is B. The default load factor for a hashmap is 0.75. The load factor is a measure that decides when to increase the capacity of the hashmap. When the number of entries in the hash table exceeds the product of the load factor and the current capacity, the hash table is rehashed. The internal data structures are rebuilt, so that the hash table has approximately twice the number of buckets. 0.75 offers a good trade-off between time and space complexity. Which method is used to temporarily pause the execution of the current thread and give other threads of the same priority a chance to execute? Option A, wait. Option B, sleep. Option C, yield. Option D, notify. The correct answer is C. The yield method is a hint to the scheduler that the current thread is willing to yield its current use of a processor. The scheduler is free to ignore this hint. Sleep pauses the thread for a specific time, while wait is used for inter-thread communication and requires a lock. Yield specifically targets the running to runnable transition to allow other threads to execute. Which of the following is not a functional interface provided by the Java util function package? Option A, predicate. Option B, consumer. Option C, supplier. Option D, collector. The correct answer is D. Predicate, consumer, and supplier are functional interfaces. Interfaces with exactly one abstract method. Predicate takes an input and returns a Boolean. Consumer takes an input and returns nothing. Supplier takes no input and returns a value. Collector is an interface, but it is not a functional interface used for lambda expressions in the same way. Rather, it's used in stream, collect operations. Which keyword is used to prevent a class from being inherited? Option A, static. Option B, abstract. Option C, final. Option D, volatile. The correct answer is C. In Java, the final keyword can be applied to classes, methods, and variables. When a class is declared as final, it cannot be subclassed or inherited. This is often used for security reasons or to ensure the immutability of a class, such as the string class in Java. Which collection allows unique elements and preserves the insertion order? Option A, hashset. Option B, treeset. Option C, linked hashset. Option D, ArrayList. The correct answer is C. Linked hashset is a hash table and linked list implementation of the set interface. It maintains a doubly linked list running through all of its entries, which defines the iteration order, the order in which elements were inserted. Hashset does not guarantee any order, and treeset orders elements according to their natural ordering or a comparator. What happens if the static modifier is removed from the signature of the main method? Option A. The program compiles but gives a runtime error. Option B. The program fails to compile. Option C. The program runs normally. Option D. The JVM automatically creates an instance of the class to run the method. The correct answer is A. The main method must be declared static so that the JVM can call it without creating an instance of the class. If you remove static, the code will still compile perfectly because it's technically a valid Java method. However, when you try to run it, the JVM will throw a no such method error or a message stating, main method not found in class, because it specifically looks for a public static void main string args signature, which stream operation is used to transform each element in a stream into another form. Option A, filter. Option B, collect. Option C, map. Option D, for each. The correct answer is C. The map method is an intermediate operation used to transform the elements of a stream. It applies a given function to each element and returns a new stream containing the transformed elements. Filter is used for selection, while collect and for each are terminal operations. What is the purpose of the transient keyword in Java? Option A, to mark a variable that should not be serialized. Option B, to mark a variable that is shared between threads. Option C, to prevent a variable from being changed. Option D, to allow a variable to be accessed only within the same package. The correct answer is A. When a variable is marked as transient, the Java Virtual Machine (JVM) skips that variable during the serialization process. This is useful for sensitive data, like passwords, or data that can be recalculated and doesn't need to be saved to a file or sent over a network. Can an interface have private methods in Java 9 and later? Option A, no. Interfaces can only have public methods. Option B, yes, but only if they are static. Option C, yes, to help encapsulate logic used by default or static methods. Option D, no, interfaces can only have default and public methods. The correct answer is C. Starting from Java 9, interfaces can include private methods and private static methods. This was introduced to avoid code duplication in default and static methods within the interface. These private methods cannot be accessed by the classes that implement the interface. They are strictly internal to the interface itself. What is type erasure in Java generics? Option A, the process of removing generic type information at runtime. Option B, a compiler error when mixing different types in a list. Option C, the ability to cast any object to a generic type. Option D, a way to make generic types persistent during execution. The correct answer is A. Type erasure is a process where the Java compiler removes all generic type information, like less than t greater than or less than string greater than, during compilation and replaces them with their bounds or object. This ensures that Java generics are backward compatible with older versions of Java that didn't support generics. Consequently, the JVM has no knowledge of the specific type at runtime. What is a deadlock in Java multithreading? Option A, when a thread finishes its execution but stays in memory. Option B, when two or more threads are waiting for each other to release resources, causing a permanent hang. Option C, when a thread is interrupted by the OS. Option D, when the CPU usage reaches 100% due to an infinite loop. The correct answer is B. A deadlock describes a situation where two or more threads are blocked forever, waiting for each other. For example, Thread 1 holds lock A and needs lock B, while thread 2 holds lock B and needs lock A. Neither can progress, and they wait indefinitely. Preventing deadlocks involves careful resource ordering or using timeouts on locks. Which block is always executed regardless of whether an exception is thrown or caught? Option A, try. Option B, catch. Option C, finally. Option D, throw. The correct answer is C. The finally block is used to execute important code such as closing resources, files, database connections. It is executed regardless of whether an exception occurs or is handled. The only cases where finally might not execute are if the JVM crashes or system exit is called. Which of the following methods can be overridden to perform cleanup before an object is garbage collected? Option A, finalize. Option B, cleanup. Option C, destroy. Option D, delete. The correct answer is A. The finalize method is called by the garbage collector before an object is removed from memory. However, since Java 9, it has been deprecated because it is unpredictable and can cause performance issues. Developers are now encouraged to use try with resources or the cleaner and phantom reference API for resource management. What is the result of attempting to compile a class that implements an interface but does not provide implementations for all its abstract methods? Option A. The code compiles, and missing methods return null. Option B. Compilation error unless the class is declared abstract. Option C. A runtime error occurs when the class is loaded. Option D. The compiler automatically generates empty method bodies. The correct answer is B. If a concrete, non-abstract class implements an interface, it must provide concrete implementations for all methods defined in that interface. If it fails to do so, a compilation error occurs. To avoid this, the class itself must be declared abstract, leaving the implementation of remaining methods to its subclasses. What are the three main components of the JVM? Option A. Compiler, interpreter, JIT. Option B. Class loader, runtime data areas, execution engine. Option C. JDK, JRE, JVM. Option D. Heap, stack, method area. The correct answer is B. The JVM is divided into three main subsystems. 1. Class loader, loads, class files. 2. Runtime data areas, memory like heap and stack. And 3. Execution engine, contains the interpreter, JIT compiler, and garbage collector. While heap, stack are parts of the memory area, the three broader categories define the architecture. What does the volatile keyword ensure in Java? Option A. It ensures the variable is only accessible by one thread at a time. Option B. It ensures that changes to a variable are visible to all threads immediately. Option C. It makes a variable constant. Option D. It forces the variable to be stored on the disk. The correct answer is B. The volatile keyword is used in multithreaded environments to ensure visibility. When a variable is declared volatile, its value is always read from and written to the main memory, rather than being cached in a thread's local CPU cache. This ensures that the most recent value is always available to all threads, though it does not guarantee atomicity. Which of these classes is a synchronized version of ArrayList? Option A, linked list. Option B, vector. Option C, hashset. Option D, copy on write ArrayList. The correct answer is B. Vector is a legacy class that is synchronized and similar to ArrayList while it's thread safe. It's generally considered slower due to synchronization overhead. For modern applications, if thread safety is required, developers often use copy on write ArrayList or collections, synchronized list. New ArrayList less than greater than. What is the output of 10% 3 in Java? Option A, 3. Option B, 3.33. Option C, 1. Option D, 0. The correct answer is C. The % operator is the modulus operator, which returns the remainder of a division operation. When 10 is divided by 3, the quotient is 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. And the remainder is 1. Therefore, 10% 3 equals 1. Which part of memory is used to store class-level data and static variables? Option A, heap. Option B, stack. Option C, method area. Metaspace in Java 8+. Option D, native method stack. The correct answer is C. Class-level data, including the name of the class, its methods, and static variables, are stored in the method area. In Java 8 and later versions, this area is part of the metaspace, which is located in native memory rather than the JVM heap, allowing it to resize more dynamically. What is an optional in Java 8? Option A, a keyword to make a variable optional. Option B, a container object used to contain not null objects to avoid null pointer exceptions. Option C, a replacement for the try-catch block. Option D, a way to define optional parameters in methods. The correct answer is B. Java. Util. Optional is a container object which may or may not contain a non-null value. If a value is present, will return true and get, will return the value. It is designed to provide a better way to handle null results without needing explicit null checks throughout the code, thus reducing the risk of null pointer exceptions. Can a static inner class access non-static members of the outer class? Option A, yes, always. Option B, yes, if they are public. Option C, no, it can only access static members of the outer class. Option D, no, static inner classes cannot access any members of the outer class. The correct answer is C. A static inner class, or nested class, is associated with its outer class, not an instance of the outer class. Therefore, it does not have a reference to an object of the outer class and cannot access its non-static instance, variables or methods directly. It can only access static variables and methods. What is Java Reflection API used for? Option A, to optimize the performance of the code. Option B, to inspect and modify the runtime behavior of applications. Option C, to mirror the code for backup purposes. Option D, to create documentation automatically. The correct answer is B. Reflection is a powerful API in Java that allows you to inspect and manipulate classes, interfaces, constructors, methods, and fields at runtime, even if they are private. It is widely used by frameworks like Spring and Hibernate to perform dependency injection and map objects to database tables. What is the difference between throw and throws? Option A. Throw is used to declare an exception, while throws is used to throw it. Option B. Throw is used to explicitly throw an exception from a method, while throws is used in the method signature to declare exceptions. Option C. Both are interchangeable. Option D. Throws is for runtime exceptions, while throw is for checked exceptions. The correct answer is B. The throw keyword is used inside a method body to actually trigger an exception. The throws keyword is used in the method header to warn the caller that this method might throw one or more specified exceptions, which the caller must then handle or declare. Does Java support multiple inheritance through classes? Option A. Yes, by using a comma-separated list. Option B. No, because of the diamond problem. Option C. Yes, but only for abstract classes. Option D. No, Java doesn't support inheritance at all. The correct answer is B. Java does not support multiple inheritance with classes to avoid the diamond problem, where a class might inherit two different implementations of the same method from different parents, leading to ambiguity. However, Java supports multiple inheritance through interfaces, as a class can implement multiple interfaces. What is the index of the first element in a Java array? Option A, 1. Option B, -1. Option C, 0. Option D, any number assigned by the developer. The correct answer is C. In Java, like most modern programming languages, arrays are zero-indexed. This means the first element of an array, arranged by, is accessed via ARR 0, single quote, the second via ARR 1, single quote, and so on. The last element is at ARR length 1, single quote dot. What is the return type of a constructor in Java? Option A, void. Option B, the class type itself. Option C, int. Option D, a constructor has no return type. The correct answer is D. A constructor in Java does not have a return type, not even void. Its primary purpose is to initialize a newly created object, while it implicitly returns the instance of the class being created. You cannot specify a return type in the syntax. If you add a return type, Java will treat it as a regular method rather than a constructor. That wraps up our top 30 Java interview questions. If you could answer more than 25 of these correctly, you're in great shape for your technical rounds. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you, and subscribe for more deep dives into Java and Spring Boot. For a full set of practice tests and premium exam simulations, check the link in the description below.